what do you think the role of a man should be in a relationship?
Leadership is important, and the reason why leadership is important is because if he doesn't lead, she already has to lead when it comes to kids and all these other things. Women are already overburdened in the dynamic of a relationship, but the reality is women are physically more burdened by marriage and kids. Every time they're thinking the baby's crying, the baby's hungry, there's this, that, and the other. So the emotional exhaustion in a woman is so draining. Now, when she has a husband that she also has to babysit because he doesn't know where to go, he doesn't know what we're doing, he doesn't know how to make decisions, she feels like she's raising everybody and she starts to disrespect him.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, hello, my name is Vita. Welcome to my live stream. Today I'm specially live streaming for you from Ukraine, currently living in Sumy city. My live stream will be 1 hour, so I am all yours for this 1 hour. Before we get started, our topic today, and our topic today is, this is what Ukrainian women expect from you, foreign man, foreign husband, okay? So also want to remind you that if you have any questions or if you want to practice to train your dating skills, you are welcome to join me on camera right now during my live stream, absolutely for free. And we can have a mock day. Okay, so also want to show you some short introduction video about myself that you guys, especially new guys at our channel, can have a better idea about myself, who I am and what I'm doing here.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we are talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. Guys, one more short video from our founder about your opportunity to video date our live streamers.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my God. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.
As you know, I'm a married live streamer, but that absolutely doesn't mean that we can't pretend we are on a date, video date with you. So you can benefit from my personal experience, from my sincere feedback, and you can learn also how well you do and what can be improved actually in your dating and communication skills with Slavic Ukrainian women. Guys, as always, don't forget to be subscribed, to give us your likes, and to hit notification bell button in order not to miss our live streams. also want to remind you that we need your help and we need your support on regular basis. So please don't postpone, don't think twice. If you evaluate, if you appreciate what we are doing here, especially for you, and how we make all of you much more successful, we share with you our knowledges, our opinion, ideas to raising the chances of success of yourself. So please don't remember to support our channel. Okay, and we guys get started. So today's topic is, this is what Ukrainian women expect from you. You saw this wonderful woman. She's telling absolutely right thing, as I think, because sometimes really husband can be as a second child in the family, and then woman, instead of concentrating on the child, also have to babysit her husband. We all know this situation, and it's very typical, by the way, in very common cases for Ukrainian men, okay? They are mommy's sons and they liked to be babysitted, okay? So what about you guys, foreign husbands? I know that some of you, as you are not young, some of course are single and have been single all your life, but some already have experience and you have been married, not necessarily with Ukrainian woman, but with your nationality woman. So you have experience, you have kids, so you were already husband, you were already father, and still you are probably, but children probably adult. So what do you think? Should it be like that, like this woman says on this video? Do you think that the guy actually should share these responsibilities about the child, about the home duties, right, and all the rest? Or do you really think that's all is only women's work to do all these things? Because a lot of Ukrainian men, they consider to grow up kids, to clean the house, to cook, to go shopping, to bring child to school, to hospital, to cure the child if he or she's sick. So they all think that's only what women should do. And man is just a provider. So in this way, I guess you are not in a, how it is to say, in a beneficial part, because as Ukrainian women lack these features in Ukrainian men, so they will definitely expect that from you, from foreign guys, because they think, and we have this stereotype, that foreign guys are much better husbands. Not all, of course. We are avoiding templates, right? Not all Ukrainian men are bad fathers and husbands, of course, for sure, but we are saying about standard model of men here and there. So how it was in your life, or what do you think if you haven't been married yet? So what do you think if you're gonna marry Ukrainian woman? Would you like to wake up at night and to lullaby the child, to feed the child, to let your woman sometimes go out, to have some free time, some spare time for herself, when you can take the whole responsibility for the baby? Even, I'm not talking about grown-up kids, but even the baby, when you need to prepare the food, right? Maybe to walk out, maybe to put to sleep child, to play, to entertain, in order child is not crying or screaming, right? So are you able to do such things? And what do you think? Is it good or bad? And shouldn't be like this, that the man shares this responsibility with women? What means men's leadership for you specifically? Because I guess women and men has different opinions about that. So once again, hello to everybody. I would like to say hello and thanks for those who came to my stream, who joined me. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Gregory, hello, you were the first today. Happy Sunday to you too. What, привіт. Juan, привіт. I like your hair pulled back. Looks so nice. Really? Okay, good. I'm happy. So I don't understand how you like more guys. Hairs up or down, with makeup or no makeup. So yeah, I adore this episode with Bill and Jana. Really, like a poem, with a rhythm. Very nice sound. One, I'm purely. Ватватик, Виточка, in regards to women being overburdened, a man should step in and take on some of the burden. Stressed wife, unhappy life. Yes, that's absolutely correct statement, and I absolutely agree with you, because woman is a, I would use the word womanizer in the family, right? She's the creator. She's motivator. She's encouraging men. So she creates a special atmosphere, and she's fulfilling her man with a special atmosphere. So if the woman is full of this energy and courage and these emotions, positive emotions, of course, she has something to share with men. And the more woman is sharing, the more successful men will be, right? More calm, more relaxed, less stressed, and with greater desire, he will come back home from work. So that all depends on both partners. So I absolutely agree. Unfortunately, some men forget about this, and they think just that the woman was created to be a mother, to be a wife, and that's her main responsibilities. But I absolutely agree, and I'm happy to see that some men really think like this. John, guys, Three Stooges. What means stooges? What's the word stooges, guys? What does that mean? I really don't know what the word means. Let me check. Stooges, because I see Juan use that. Okay. Marionettes, right? Like Muppets or something. Bill, hello. Thanks for coming. I just mentioned you about that episode with Жаночка. A very nice episode. I like it really. What? Виточка, men here help when needed. If a lot of people want to visit, for example, it's the man's job to kick people out of the house so she can rest. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I'm glad to hear this, because that actually what Ukrainian woman is looking for in men. That's why foreign guys in this way are real hope for Ukrainian women, because in most cases in Ukraine they can't get the same man. If man is working, then he will say, I'm working, I'm tired, I need to sleep separately, I can't stand these cryings during the night, I can't have rest, so I can't be efficient, I can't be effective at my work. So something like that. Some guys, Ukrainian guys, avoid contacting and communicating with small babies because they don't really know what to do with them. So some of them really expect when the child will grow up a little bit, at least when you can talk with child, play something. They don't want to see these early stages. We all know when the baby is too small, by the age of 6 months old of baby, we all probably have this feeling that this small creature is just like eating, sucking milk, screaming, crying, puking, right? Vomiting, getting sick, having this belly pain, and you just like a servant. You are just running around this creature, small creature, doing everything to satisfy this creature, and this merry-go-round, this vicious circle, like never ends, right? So it's really difficult when you don't have feedback. And we all know when the child is too small, you can't get like feedback. Yeah, the child can get relaxed on your hands, maybe some smile, but later on, right? So until that moment will happen, some guys in Ukraine afraid to stay alone with children. They don't know what to do. So, but if it's a mentality in your country, Vatvatik, I'm very happy, because that's actually what Ukrainian women want in men, because mother and father, they're both parents, like 50-50, right? So why should only women should do that? Below 4 musketeers, yeah. Juanchik, I mostly agree with Ukrainian men. I do what is necessary at home. Mow lawn, take out trash, do repairs around house, care for automobiles, cook on occasion. So you don't want, Juan, you don't want to be involved in growing up child. I mean, when it's too small, when the child is too small, when you need to wake up. So what do you think while you're working or doing other stuff? Your woman stay 24/7 with child alone without any physical support. Yeah, you do what you have to do, but actually you have different communication, different impressions, different emotions during your day. So it's different spheres you are involved in. Your woman is involved only in housework and growing up kids. So don't you think that she may be tired? She also want to sleep. She also may be sick, or she want to sleep maybe 1 hour more during the night. So what about what about that? So you are for exact splitting responsibilities. I'm doing this and you're doing that, right? So you're a family model like that. So if your baby, let's say, will cry at night for a couple of hours in a row, and you see your woman is falling asleep or completely like done, so you still won't wake up and replace her, trying to lullaby the baby, or how it works in your family model, in your ideal family? Bill Aramis D'Artagnan. Yeah. Так. What, Vita? If she's constantly busy with the baby while the man has time out with friends, when he also has time to help out, stressed wife is detriment to the child and the marriage. Giving her some time for herself, gym perhaps, or meet with friends will help relieve stress, plus she won't feel trapped in the home. I absolutely agree with your model, Vatvatik. Absolutely agree. Of course, as for me, both kids, though they have big difference, like 8 years difference, both were difficult because they both were very active, screaming, shouting. None of them both wanted to sleep in bed, so only on hands or only in pram while you're going somewhere. So they needed some movement. So actually, it was difficult period for me both times, up to 1 year old of both of them. So, and in this time, when you are falling down and you need also to cook, to clean, to milk, to change diapers, to make gymnastics, to wash, and to look at the same time, at least a little bit as a woman, at least. So here is the question, of course. And of course, at night, you don't have power to be a woman. I guess you understand what you mean, because you all concentrated with the child to put to sleep, and then if you have this 1 or 2 hours, you definitely will use that to sleep. And I know that this period can be really hard for men, for some men, to accept, to understand, to be flexible, to understand that this period is not for always, to be patient a little bit, and to give some time for recovering. And if the man, I guess, want his woman still to be a woman during this period of time, right? So I guess some of responsibilities he also should take on himself, because otherwise the woman is just a poor thing, you know. I know what I'm talking about actually. So yeah. Хуанчик. Так, no ladies night out with girlfriends, no bar nights with girlfriends, no trips with girlfriends. These behaviors are unacceptable. If she wants our needs, these things, she's not woman for me. Yeah, of course, no trips, of course. But we are talking about when you have baby or when the child is grown up. I mean, for example, you have grown up child like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and your wife wanted and asked you if she can go with her girlfriend for a week or maybe 5 days or 3 days for vacation. Will you let her do this or no? Also very interesting. I'm not for this, okay, because I didn't have such experience, but I know such families who are doing this successfully. No insult or no offenses or something, but at nights, of course, no bar nights and no girlfriends and no parties at nights. That's understandable. I mean, when she's tired. I mean, when she's tired and she's at home. But for example, if her body has some negative changes, all women's body will have negative changes after giving birth. That's understandable and natural. So even if she gains some weight and if she asks you that she want to go to gym, maybe 2 times a week for 1 hour in the nearest gym. When she's at gym, you can stay with child at home, or you can walk the child outside while the child is sleeping. What do you think about this? Is it okay for you? Is it fine for you or no? Or no? Jacob. Hello, Naughty Vitashenka and everyone. Hello, Naughty Jacob. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming. What? Juan Antonio, agree on bar stuff. Absolutely. I'm the same. Agree absolutely. But visit friends' home in a more relaxed atmosphere to get out of the house and some time away from responsibilities helps her mentally. I absolutely agree. For example, if she wants to make a manicure, because manicure, for example, and hairdress, right? Like to dye the hair, to cut the hair, maybe she needs something. So first of all, you're gonna get bonus when your wife will look nicer, right? Because manicure, you will look at this manicure, at her hairs, at her makeup. So what do you think about such things? Or you think she mustn't go to such places? Or if she wants just to drink coffee with her friend because she has all this time, this routine. So is it possible? Will you let her go? Because 24/7, just with child, I can give you from my experience. By the age of 3, your main vocabulary is like this bunny honey, these softenings, these simple ordinary words, fairy tales. Like it seems you getting back to that age as well, because like by the way, by the age of 3 years old of the child, you are involved too much constantly only in the child topic, right? So you discuss with your friend diapers, quantity and quality of excrements, amount of milk, how many times you get a milk, how many times you wake up, sneezing, coughing, allergy, oh my God, whatever, gymnastics. So all this only stuff which is about children. And you know, probably that's not funny, by the way, but single, if single or not married, or the woman who doesn't have kids and she has her friend who just married or have newborn child, their interests are a little bit different. So it become very difficult to communicate, because mom, new fresh mom, she will talk only about kids and child's necessity and all demands and needs. So everything, all topics will be around baby. But the person who doesn't have baby, has different interests. And sometimes it's really like, pause in communication, because it's difficult for both sides. This one envious that she can go somewhere, she can plan her life as she want. With child, you can't plan anything, because you plan maybe to visit your mom. So you're getting dressed, everything. You plan your day, because your child should sleep from 2 p.m. up to 4 p.m. And this period you plan to be in mom and calmly drink some coffee or discuss something or talk. But who knows, the child wakes up, starts screaming, and you can't go to mom, or you go, but you both listening, just crying and screaming of the child. So don't you think that it's a reasonable thing to let your woman feel the life as well, a little bit outside the house? Instead, the right phrase, what Vatik used, instead of making her feeling like in prison. So what do you think? But Vatik, main problem is still that she will have worries about the child natural instinct, so expect calls or text often. Absolutely true. But Vatik, you read my thoughts. Absolutely true. I can tell you my personal example. Once I had to get the birth certificate of my child, and I left her baby when she was baby, just few days after hospital, and I had to go to administration, city administration, to make and to get this birth certificate. And I had to be out for 2, 3, 4 hours, because line and everything. And I saw some beggar on the street, like gypsy woman or something, with a small baby. She was sitting on the street, asking for money, and the baby was severely crying. Oh my God, my heart was broken. When I hear the sounds of crying kids, you immediately call home. Everything is okay. She's sleeping. How is she? Not screaming or anything. And if you hear she is not sleeping, but you planned that this period of time she will be sleeping, these 2, 3 hours, right? So, and then you call and mom like, oh, she's not sleeping. She's crying all the time. So you can't relax, of course. The person who stays with baby, of course, stressed, absolutely, totally. And you sometimes need to cancel your plans to get back home. We have what we have, but I agree. Yeah, calls and text can be natural. Juan, what? I'm not speaking of visiting family. I'm speaking of going to places where men will approach them for sex. Any place like that. Ooh, you are jealousy. I see, Juan. You are Othello. Othello. I see. Because you think immediately about places where men will approach them for sex. So what do you mean by this? Like discourse? No, we are not talking about discourse, definitely. But if it's like in the daytime, some cafe, to drink some coffee, to eat some pastry, some salad, or to drink some juice with your girlfriend, to talk like a couple of hours, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, is it okay or is it not okay? But actually, by your philosophy, woman always and everywhere has a chance to be approached for sex by men. Doesn't matter where she is, in the marketplace, in the shopping mall, in gym, in the public transportation. So everywhere, actually, even in cafe during the time, even walking along the street. So I'm just wondering why first what comes to your mind is places when men can approach them for sex. So do you really think that young mom, really tired, not looking nice, definitely, after giving birth, so can go somewhere and can be ready for sex with someone? Really? Juan, you surprised me now. I didn't expect you are so not hot-tempered, but you understand what I mean. Jacob, Juan, same old thing, different day, man. How is things going with you, man? Okay, so Bill. Okay, cheers. You're drinking beer, Bill? Mm-hmm. John, I share normally, but I have men's stuff to do like providing, moving, fixing cars, house, etc. But if I'm not busy doing my men's stuff, I help her. I keep busy and help when I can. That's great. That's great. That's great. But also, I want to ask you, John, you're not fixing cars every day, right? And you're not mowing every day, right? uh, Job, yes. So, you know, these difficult periods when teeth are appearing, when the child can scream and shout all day long. So, even if you're mowing, or even if you're fixing the car right now at this moment and you see your woman is too tired, too exhausted, or simply she doesn't have patience anymore, she needs just like, 20, 30 minutes, to do like this, to drink some tea and to get some distance, to breathe out. Won't you leave your fixing cars, mowing? Because what is more important at this moment, when the stress and when the baby's calmness and the mental condition of your wife? Because I remember the moment when my younger daughter, she was around 1 year and a half. Not baby as it is, like baby, but not already like baby, right? But I was still milking her, by the way. For my elder, I was doing that up to 2 years and 7 months, something, and up to 1 year and 7 months for younger. So I was good mom in this way. But my younger, for example, had a bad appetite, so she didn't want to eat normal food, and she had a very big pain while her teeth were appearing. She couldn't sleep at all. And when my husband was at work and I was alone with her, like day and night, so when you need to carry her for 5, 6, 7 hours and the child can't come down, or she fall asleep for 5, 10 minutes, you stop the pram, you just try to, to be silent, to do something, or just to relax, to drink your tea or something, and again she wakes up and start crying. So when the husband came back home, I was like, like steam out of my ears. So I just want to give the child and say, please, I need 20 minutes of silence, because it's impossible sometimes. It's really difficult. It depends on the babies. I don't know what experience you have, guys, but sometimes child can be really calm. And I know such couples when baby, let them sleep, let them have sex, let them go out, let them travel even. Let them go to cafe with the child, and the child was absolutely normal and calmly sleeping in the pram next to them. And so they could enjoy life together. They could easily leave the child to their mom, to parents, right, to his or to her. They could go to pizzeria to drink some coffee, to go to cinema, to have a walk, to have some intimacy, right, for 2, 3 hours maybe, just to stay alone as a wife and the husband. And these couples are really lucky. But what if your child is nervous, crying all the time, have some health issues, can be. So do you think mowing and fixing cars or vacuum cleaning or whatever is much more important? So if you see your woman is like almost almost finished mentally, wouldn't you stop mowing and take a child for a while to give her some time to breathe out? This is important also because, yeah, okay, I will keep silence. Give me an answer, guys. Bill Hanga, the best man's job is making babies. Yeah, definitely. We all know. Yeah, it's easy, it's fast, it's pleasant, but when the whole life responsibility, right? Yeah, small kids, small problems, big kids, big problems, right? Tom, good morning, Vita girl. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for coming. I saw your comment, your greeting yesterday on yesterday's stream, but it was about to finish, so I didn't have chance to say hello to you, but I saw your greeting, so thanks for coming. Yeah. Yannick, hello. Hello, hello. Juanchik, так, Vita. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about it. The small children issue doesn't apply to my situation. Who knows? You never know. Never say no. Maybe. Sometimes miracle happens. And sometimes life can bring us some surprises. We plan, we think we schedule, we think we are directing our life, we are guiding it, and we decide. But sometimes upper forces changes something, some click, and your plans just ruined. Yeah, that's how it happened with my second daughter, actually. Absolutely unexpectedly. Absolutely. Yeah, but we are happy to have her, definitely. Yeah. Bill. Bill, Yannick, how many animals do you have now? Will you visit Vita live? I think Yannick have a lot of animals, a lot of. Jack, hello. A family is a system and individual adjustments that best suit for couple. Absolutely agree. And the family should be agreed upon in advance. Upon in advance, yes, but it's not like always, as I said, you can plan and you can discuss something in advance. You can major things, right? You can. But it will be, let's say, strange if you talk to your husband like hypotheoretically, like we discuss now. What if you are at work and the child is screaming all day long, and when you come back home I'm completely done already and can't stand anymore? Will you give me a 30 minute of break, taking the child and maybe trying to sleep, to put to sleep, or maybe you can walk the child out? You can't plan in advance, right? Something. So I think people should be flexible, and people should be emphatic, so they should understand how another person feel. Of course that's difficult, but sometimes it's very good. It's very good because to have this experience, because sometimes your wife can be sick, really sick, with a high fever, or even get to hospital. You never know. And maybe there will be circumstances when you really must stay with child alone, and you need to do all the things, all the stuff your wife is doing by yourself alone. And when you don't sleep 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and you feed and you wash and you walk out and you cook for yourself something, it's a good experience. And not to be shocked and not to damage the child, you also have to be a part of such things. You should be able to do something. Otherwise, I don't know, in such situation. In such situation, you can be just, standing and staring at the child and not knowing what to do at all. So some basic understanding, some basic skills, something you I think you should know how to do and what to do in some specific situations. No, and such situations you can't plan and you can't discuss in advance. Not everything can be planned, right? Tom, young family, been there, done that. Yeah. So, how was your experience? What kind of father you have been? Did you wake up? Were you a leader in your family? Jack, I'm so tired. Tried to go to church, can't get out of bed. Why? What happened? You went to bed too late, or not good feeling, or just lazy, or just autumn depression? Because 2 days we have gloomy weather here, like really strong wind today as well. Really strong wind today as well. By the way, I had a very great guest today. Janechka visited me today, attended, so we had a great conversation, drink some coffee, discuss something. So we're happy to see each other, hugs and kisses. So actually, but as for mood and as for power, inner energy, I'm empty. No sunlight here, this wind, this rainy weather, just want to stay in bed. So what's wrong with you, Jack? Maybe overworked or something? But Vatik, hi Jack, agree with you on this. Best to set agreements at the start. Before childbirth, for example, setting up a plan will make things smoother, cause less fights, arguments, and both partners know what to expect. Yeah, but as I said, Vatik, you can't predict everything. You can't forecast how it will be. And yeah, main things you can plan, you can discuss, of course. You can plan the schedule of the day approximately, right? But sometimes can be some urgent stuff, some unplanned stuff, things to do also. So what's then? But what, Vatik? Your mindset, I understood. I see. You will be good father. Jack, I raised 3 kids. I understood everything. Perfect. Perfect. So you were involved in all that or no? I can say about my husband. So actually, he was even he was working at that time, but when he was at home, no matter how much tired he was or how late he came back home, he was absolutely and totally involved in all the process of growing up baby. So he was helping in everything. So we had a problem, as I said, with Younger, because she didn't want to sleep in bed in calm position, so she needs movement or lullabying her or jumping on this fitness ball, this big fitness ball on which you make the gymnastic for baby as well. So honestly, my younger, she wanted to sleep quite early in the evening, like 8 p.m. So I had to go with her to bed, but I still had elder daughter who needs to be fed up, right? To check her lessons. So dishes should be cleaned, some supper should be cooked. So if you have the baby all day long on your hands, and you don't have chance even to cook, so somebody should do that, right? You can't leave the child crying 1 hour, even 30 minutes. Just let her cry until she's blue or red, right? While you're cooking. Yeah, you can do some creative stuff, like on one hand baby, with another you cooking borscht. Sometimes, yeah, we are inventive. Ukrainian women in this way very inventive. But my husband was absolutely helpful in this way all the time he was at home. So if I cook, then he goes out with child. If I'm with child, he could cook. And the supper he was bringing to me, to my bed, up to my baby turned 1 year old every evening. And he was feeding himself, elder daughter, and me, because I was laying in the same position And my younger daughter, she didn't let me even change the position. So it was like really difficult, tough time for us. But he was helping me to wash her, to bring hot water, to fulfill the bath, so to carry her. So that's what I think is should be, I think. And he, by the way, was the same father with his kids from his previous marriages, changing diapers, no problem, washing kids, playing with them, participating in all their activities. So that's what I think father should be. I think. John, Three Stooges is a slapstick comedy from the 1970s that many of us grew up with. Uh-huh. They are absolutely stupid guys, but somehow very funny to most of us guys. Most women think stupid, but boys love. Uh-huh. I need to check. I need to check. Three Stooges. Okay. Jack, absolutely agree with your statement. Couples must love and serve one another always. I absolutely agree because you guys, when you marry, you give promises, right? In all situations, in happiness and in grief, in health and in sickness, in being rich and in being poor. So all the time, all the time. And only such couples, I believe, they can overcome these tough periods. Because, you know, in Ukraine, I don't know how it works in your countries, guys, in your nationalities, but in Ukraine, really a lot of divorces when the child appear in the family by the age of 1, because this is considered to be a really difficult time when the woman can reject sex because she's just exhausted and physiologically she doesn't want sex at least so much as it was before, right? Because she has some special hormone changes in her body. She's not confident about her body because her body has sometimes negative transformation for this period of time, right? Shape of breast, some gain in weight, a lot of things can happen. And when the child is laying next to you, it's not like always you have inspiration, right, for some hot activities. Later on, yeah, you can be adjusted, but this period is considered to be like a probation period for many families. And families like you, Jack, I don't know, these three children you have, sorry, they are from one woman or your different marriages. So just wondering, if you manage to cope with these 3 periods, I believe that it was good. It was good. Or your woman was strong enough to deal with that. Bill, Juan, so you don't want your wife to have girlfriends like the series Sex in the City? Oh, yeah, Sex in the City. I remember this series. Yeah, I also have been watching many times ago, many years ago. Yeah. Jack, I took all 3 of my children to the park every day for many, many years. Great. One never regrets spending time with children. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. And I believe that's a great memory and great recollection for your kids in the future. Also, stereotypes in their mindset as they will be mothers and fathers to their kids, right? That's the same like, we have a lot to do when you know guys, when you live in private house, when you have animals like chicken, ducks, when you have big garden, so it's 24/7 work. You have to do everything every time and you always have something to do. It's not like sorry, you can't relax or leave it for tomorrow. Yeah, something can be left for tomorrow, but I said, and my husband was very upset about bad condition of our tomatoes because some period of time we really abandoned them. But I said the summer and the summer holiday vacation for younger, sorry, is very important for her future and for her ability to survive this coming winter. because you all know last year we were sitting and almost living like few months in basement. We live between these sirens that also have some negative impact on psychology of kids. This interruption of lessons, this lack of communication with kids of the same age because online classes, right? So everything. So I told him, he said, oh, all our efforts, because we planted actually around 300 tomatoes. Big piece of land is occupied by tomatoes. You need to cut these leaves constantly, right? You need to poison, you need to fertilize, you need to put some substances, you need to cover the ground, you need to water. So all the time you're busy. But I told him, listen, when she will be grown up, do you think she will remember your tomatoes? No. She will remember that you brought her to the river, that you did some gymnastics with her, when you taught her to do some sport tricks, some special movements, right? When you spend time with her. This is what she will remember all her life. That even during the war, despite all the negativity in our life, this absolutely complicated circumstances. I don't want her to remember that you were busy only with the garden just to eat those tomatoes instead of spending time with her while I'm working. So yeah, he was pissed off because a lot of tomatoes actually got rotten and spoiled, and it was big loss for us. Yeah, unfortunately. But the child was happy during the summer, as she can be happy in these circumstances, where and how we live now, right? So when she will be grown up, she will remember that even during the war, father spent time with me, trained me, taught me something, played with me. And I had this chance to spend time with parents. We all know that autumn and winter will be tough here. For amount of shillings, rockets, incoming hits, problems with electricity, outages, coldness, darkness, everything. So the memories about happy summer and happy summer vacation, I think will help her to survive, to overcome this period and to wait until next spring, right? So I absolutely agree with you, Jack, and these things are priority, I think, I believe. And that's really great to know that you spend time. By the way, as for my elder daughter, I used to read her fairy tales every single evening until she was 8. Every single evening. She really liked to hear my reading fairy tales, and every evening by 9 years old, I was reading her. So we were laying together and I was reading her fairy tales. It was like ritual for us. Every evening we did that. We never missed. And I mean, if I'm at home, not on business trip or not sick with high fever, she or me, yeah, but when it's okay, every single evening. And I hope she will remember that. Yannick, we have 9 horses, 8 here at home, 14 cats. Yannick, you're worse than me. Oh my God. 14 cats, 3 is kittens in the house, 4 to 6 cats outside. You are worse than me, Yannick, I would tell you. Oh my God. I hope all your animals are doing good. Tom, that going out with girls' night out is okay with me, but when she gets home at 4 a.m., her things will be on the front lawns. That's absolutely, I agree with you. Absolutely. Yeah. We are not talking about such extreme things. Everything should be in appropriate way, in frames, like logical frames as it should be. Yeah, of course. Nights, no, I'm not even talking about nights. No, daytime, when the child is probably sleeping, and just to meet girlfriend, to talk a little bit, to drink something, I mean, as a juice or tea or something. But definitely I'm not talking about some parties, big companies, going to discourse, or hanging around somewhere until morning. No, that's absolutely not appropriate. Gregory, a child responsible is for both parents. Yeah, I agree. So responsibility for both moms and dads, right? Bill, as long as she makes it by 3:59 a.m. Good joke. Bill, good. Jack, I want to have many, many, many babies. I have baby fever. Yeah, I wish your dream come true. I wish you gonna find the woman who will give you this happiness and bring you a lot of babies, and I'm sure you're gonna be great father. That's great, really. Juan, Tom, a woman who acts like this, she's still single, should be returned to the streets. Yeah, not necessarily to the streets, Juan. Maybe to parents. Why to the streets? You didn't pick up your woman from street, right? You pick her up from mom and dad, so you can return it and you can say no. The product is spoiled. Get it back. I want refund, right? I want refund. Uh, Jack, definitely going to have a nanny to help with the kids. That would be great and actually the best option. Yeah, that really will help you guys both, wife and husband, to stay calm, not so much stressful, to still be a woman and a man to each other, to be able to complete your other duties, right? As a husband and wife, to have some intimate moments, to have some romance between both of you, not only changing diapers, right, all the day. That's an ideal option, actually. Of course, that's an ideal option. If you have someone to help, and who will let you go to the cinema or to the theater or to some concert or to visit your friends together, that should be great. Absolutely, I can agree. But Vatik, Vitachka, it doesn't have to do with jealousy, but more with temptations and staying out of harm way. It is a way to let her show that she is willing to do things, behave to protect their relationship from her side. Two people in a relationship, so two people should work on protecting it. I absolutely agree, but why you guys, uh, as I said, temptation is everywhere. Everywhere. It's not necessarily should be on some bar or disco, on some form party, right? Or on some vacation. Temptation can be everywhere. And the person who is easy to be tempted, he or she will always find the way to let the temptation happen. I want you to understand me correctly now. Strong person, loving person, faithful person, the person full of respect to each partner, no matter his wife or husband, will always predict this temptation, will always look ahead if something may cause some behavior, some action may cause some temptation. So, in this way, I absolutely agree. But remember, temptation is everywhere. And if the person is weak in this way, you never have a guarantee. Probably some of you who follow my live streams for few years, I told once, some people can say, I'm not cheating. But these people sometimes don't have chances to cheat. Because let's say the man is working only in the man society, so at the company only men, no women, right? Or women like of really elder age. And then you have routine day schedule, which can be easily controlled by your wife. So work, home, work, home, work, home. So she knows, let's say 15 minutes from office to home. If you are 30 minutes out, then she may think something is wrong with you, or something is going on, or something like that. You should understand that. But if the man is working in society where mostly women of good age group, nice looking, and he is still strong not to be tempted, then he is a real hero. And his wife should really appreciate such men. Because not cheating is not always by inner principles and by inner philosophy. What is very important? To know for yourself that cheating is a shit, is a dirty thing, and you shouldn't do that. If you have some problems, they should be discussed. But if not, temptation can be everywhere. In the train, in the bars, in the cash register, in supermarket, when your package fall down and somebody help the woman to raise, help to put everything in bag, and who knows, chemistry may, may shoot between both of them. So you never know, but the person should be strong towards temptation, should be sure and confident in feelings, in the relationship he or she has at home, that somebody is waiting, and he shouldn't do anything what may cause some wrong things happen. So that's what I think. So if you have to keep your wife at home and not letting her go somewhere because you're not sure that she is strong enough in her faith, then this woman is not for you. You don't need to keep the person. The person should stay by himself or herself next to you. That's the main thing. When we consider dog to be really obedient, when you keep it with a rope and the dog doesn't go, or when you let the rope free and the dog stay next to you, when we consider the dog is obedient. Sorry for primitive example, but I guess you understand what I mean. I am not comparing women and men with dogs on the rope, on leash, right? It's another story. But I hope you understand what I mean. The person should have inner principles and inner philosophy, not to do wrong things, but not because you don't let her go. The same from her side to you. That's the difference. So that's my philosophy. I don't know if you agree, guys, or not. So, guys, I see you have a lot of questions and comments, guys, but unfortunately, I have to stop now. And guys, okay, Juan, I think Vita is saying we are better off being single and not getting married at all. No, Juan, you misunderstood me. No, absolutely. I think you should be smart enough to find the right one for you, to create, to build really strong and faithful and respectful and loveful relationship, to be like two halves of the apple when you really coincide like a puzzle, and that you are both able to keep this wholeness for all your life till the end. That's my philosophy. One, don't confuse guys and don't misunderstand me. So you got what I mean. Yeah, but Vatik. Okay, Vitechka, or the dog metaphor. Yeah, owner teaches dog not to accept threat from stranger. Dog either listens to owner or not. If dog keeps accepting treats from stranger and owner does not give treats, then the dog will be happy to see the stranger that gives the treats and will be more likely to be persuaded by the stranger with the treats to come with them. Yeah, that's understandable. What Vatik? Dog's topic, it's another topic. I just want to give you as an example. So really obedient dog, you may consider when it's trained enough, even without leash, and even without saying like no, stop, because the dog knows the consequences and knows the way he or she it should behave. The same with people. If you are afraid your partner is not strong enough to be faithful to you, and if you think you need control all the time, you don't need to, you shouldn't let her go somewhere, or you may think all the time that something may happen, that's not working like that. For me, I believe people should have this inner strength, right? And they should understand the responsibility of such actions like cheating or something. So the person should regulate her or himself, not somebody, because responsibility is all mine, right? What I'm doing, not because I'm not allowed, but because I think it's bad. That's what I want to say. Juanchik, I was kidding about being single and not getting married at all. Okay, perfect. Because I start to think I scared you away, guys. So, my dear friends, but Vatik, it's a power of temptation. Yeah, it's even in pray, when we ask God not to give us too much temptation. That's true sometimes. And if you're strong enough inside, you don't need to be controlled. People who should be controlled, they are not strong enough. I don't want to worry where my husband is and what he is doing, or may he does something or not. I just want to be sure inside. But if I start to have some doubts, then that's another story. And the person himself always responsible for his actions. I believe in that. I believe in that. So I don't want to control my partner. I want to be sure. So if needs, I can let the person go. But if he does something, that's his sin, his responsibility. So he will be answering for that. But it's always, of course, an ideal option if you can find the person you can absolutely trust, though it's a little bit risky. Yeah, nowadays, I can agree. One, we can trust women to be women, know the nature of women and how easily they are in general to be manipulated by the system. Social media, advertisement, girlfriends, makeup industry. Juan, nobody can manipulate me. Believe me, no mass media, no friends, no advertisements, just nothing. The woman, if she's easy to be manipulated, then she's just stupid and shallow minded. And I believe you are smart enough to see, to recognize that before you made the final decision to connect your life with such partner. You are not going to marry next day, right? So you have some period, so you can see what's the psychological type of her, how she's easy to be manipulated. Especially, that's a story about friends. So you can see if her mood is changing after she came back from friends meeting, right? If her opinion is changing, if she start to say or to think different way, it means somebody can put some not necessary info in her ears, and she easily probably will be guided by wrong people. Yeah. Yeah, Juanchik, I'm speaking in generalities. Yeah, okay. Yeah. There are exceptions to the rule. The exceptions do not make the rule. In this case, I absolutely agree with you. Yes, of course, for sure. In the West, women make 80% of the purchasing decisions. It's why corporations target them. They are easier to manipulate. Sadly, that's why you are here to look for Ukrainian woman, right? Who is not easy to be manipulated. And I hope and I believe all of you has this chance to find really good, faithful partner for you to create baby with, to be both father and mom, and to get this happiness to let this happiness into your life. I truly believe in these miracles. So, guys, I want to say you thanks, first of all, for great atmosphere, for great discussion. Absolutely. This topic was nice to be discussed, right? So we can continue next time. I want to let you know that next streamer will be Julia tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow, not today, guys. So join, please. If you have a chance, have a video day. Don't forget, you still have this chance to have it for free. Before I go, I want to say once again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for discussion. Thanks for absolutely great atmosphere at our stream, right? So prepare your questions for next time. Next time we're gonna discuss another topic, okay? So we'll see what happened then. I love all of you. I wish you all great Sunday. Tom, I see I met a very nice traditional lady last night. I have faith. That's great. I wish you success. So пока to everybody. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your joining. Okay, and thanks for your energy you're giving me. So you complete me with energy, guys. So before I end up, I will show some short video about all the perks and benefits you may get by video dating our streamers, with all the details, how it works, all the system. Okay, I wish you all perfect working week, and hopefully we're gonna meet next Friday, 4 p.m. Ukrainian, 9 a.m. Eastern. Thanks, kisses and hugs to all of you. Goodbye, guys.
At UkraineDating.tv, we're all about helping you guys actually get married to a Ukrainian woman in the real world. Tall bar, but I promise you, if you stick with us on the channel, there's nowhere else online that will help you increase your chances of actually tying the knot with a traditional Eastern European woman than us. So for 5 and only the next 5 lucky guys, you will get $7,500 off our lifetime matchmaking package. Unlimited dating, private matchmaker, full team support until you tie the knot. Only the next 5 guys that sign up for our Top G membership. I don't expect these will last long at all, so if you're serious about marrying a Ukrainian woman, you'll want to go to buymeacoffee.com/Ukraine dating right now and grab one of the remaining 5 coveted Top G membership spots. We agree that you're going to attend Ukraine dating regularly, okay? That's on you, but just regularly. I'm giving you the discount because you're agreeing to get a good, solid education about Slavic women. And I know that's going to increase your chances of marital success. Absolutely. So I'm giving you that discount for that reason, because at Match Guarantee, what we're all about is having the highest possible marriage success rate for you. Here's how it works. A little bit more details. It's an option to purchase, basically. It's for 2 years. So anytime during 2 years, you have to stay a member and pay the $90 a month, but you get a bunch of perks for that. But the biggest perk is you save $7,500 on. There's only 5 spots. And as I told you guys with the previous one, that was 7 spots. Once those spots are gone, they're gone forever. Never will you have that level of discount. Same thing with these 5 spots. Once they're gone forever.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you.
You get to ask all your deepest burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at UkraineDating.tv.